Now it's time to watch the Sabres. I didn't get in the car business till 1985. I started at, believe it or not, Backus Cadillac Pontiac. I worked there for 2.5 days. Then I got a call from my friend who was the general manager at Dan Vaden Chevrolet, and he asked me to go to work for him. I worked for them for 10 years. They'd been after me to go to work with J.C. Lewis for probably about a year, and I was friends with the managers there. So I went to work there and was instantly happy with the Ford product. I grew up in a General Motors town, Buffalo, New York. I had long been a General Motors guy, so it took a little bit of me having to change my thinking. The car business has been very good, and I was instantly a success at J.C. Lewis, as was at my previous job at Dan Vaden. I bought my own equipment. The dealership's going to give you what you need to get by, but if you want to excel, you need to invest in what is going to create success for you. I bought my first PC in 1987. Everybody laughed at me. The only one in the dealership that had a computer was the finance manager. Everything else in the accounting was even done longhand. I had a voicemail recorder on my desk and everybody laughed at me. I had a pager. I bought the first cell phone. I had a brick. You remember the bricks? Yeah, I had one of those. I just kept up with the technology, and it's important to do so. It kept you sharp. It kept me on top of the game. One of the months I screwed up and sold 50 cars. Back in the 90s when we were doing leases for Explorers for $250 a month. It was like shooting fish in a barrel. Back in the old days, they used to give awards and stuff. And so I think in 97, I sold a little over 300 cars, and they gave these rings to anybody who sold over 300 vehicles. It was a sales leadership ring, and it was the 300-500 club. So if you sold 300 to 500 cars or trucks or a combination thereof, you got this ring. There were not a lot of these rings awarded. I've always said if a salesman asks you what you want to invest in a car, run from that guy. I have fun when I sell cars. I like to cut up with my customers. I like to cut up with my coworkers. I can remember on the side of a Chevrolet Celebrity, it said ABS, and one of my customers asked me, and of course I had a good relationship with him. One of my customers asked me, "What does that ABS mean?" I said, "Analog brakes, stupid." He laughed, I laughed, and he didn't buy a car from me. Anyway. I have a blast. It's been a fun ride, but it's time to say adios. So passing the torch to Stella. Stella was a customer of mine for 18 years before she got in the car business. She's been in the business for 5 years, been with me that whole time. She speaks 5 languages. She's very efficient. She's easy to get along with. It was a blessing for both of us. She'll be great for my customers. I've been at J.C. Lewis for 30 years. That's unheard of in the car business. No, I've met a lot of great people over the years. The family and the general managers that I've had have all been incredible. I don't know what people are going to remember me for. I would hope that they remember me as a good guy and a great salesman. In 30 years, will they remember me? Who knows? I'm at the top of my game still, and it's just time for me to ease on out. I don't want to go when I'm on the decline. I wanted to go as a winner.